And we are live. Minimize this. Let me just pull up the chat on my phone. That way I could interact with you guys if anyone has any questions or anything like that. Let me just make sure that's muted. The other stream I did the other night got a little bit distracted because my kitten rather, was going a little bit crazy, coming out and not attacking me, but just coming up and rubbing against me and whatnot. So that is why the other night my stream got cut a little bit short. So what is going on, everyone? Hope you're doing well. It is the Naughty Investor here. Let me just throw in my link over here. Make sure you protect your internet privacy with IP Vanish. New affiliate for the channel. Anytime you go with them to protect your privacy, I get a little bit of a kickback, which helps support me, helps support the channel. So yeah, thank you to anyone who is planning on buying the service through my link to protect your online privacy. Now, crypto today has bumped up a bit. We've seen some decent gains today. Bitcoin back above 4,500, up 1.51%. XRP up almost 2% on the day. Ethereum up 2.41%, which is quite nice, And the biggest gainer today was Nexo with 19.92%. Now, it's still, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I'm happy to see some more people buying the dip. I really am. It is too early to determine if this is the bottom. It could be. It really well could be, because we've dropped so much. It always gets worse before it gets better. But it's too early to tell. So I'm not making a call. If you did buy, good for you. You bought at a very cheap price. I'm happy about that. But if you didn't buy, I'm not saying you should buy. It's kind of like, it's at a discount, but could the discount get better? That's kind of what is going on with crypto. Now, I'm happy to see that there was some resiliency in the market. We did pick up at a certain level, and that's good. That shows that there is some money on the sidelines waiting to get in, more people buying the dip and whatnot. So that's good there. Excuse me, just got a drink of water. Now, let's move on to the stock market. Despite crypto pumping a bit today, stock market has not seen the same luck. Dow erases 200-point gain as Apple falls. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed Wednesday's session just below the flatline, erasing a 200-point jump as shares of Apple failed to hold onto strong gains from earlier in the day. The 30 stock index ended the day down just 0.95 points at 24,464 as it lost steam heading into the close. At its high of the day, it was up 204.15 points. Apple just gave up a 2.1% gain towards the end of the day to close just 0.1% lower. Quote, the behavior of Apple raises doubts that the Thanksgiving bounce attempt has any validity, said Scott Redler, partner with T3Live.com. Traders on Friday will be watching Tuesday's low of $175.50 US dollars. If that doesn't hold, it could be a headwind for the markets. What is going on with the stock market? You need to know this, because all of the losses are coming from the market leaders. What does that mean? Well, the market leaders are basically the big companies that lead the market. When they go up, the other companies follow. So they lead the market up. They also lead the market down. So what's happening is just the beginning. What this means is that there's more blood to come in the stock market, because these are just the big guys. These are just the big guys that could handle poor earnings, that could handle instability in the markets and whatnot. These are the big guys going down. You see all the FANG stocks, right? They call them the FANG stocks. Facebook, Apple is kind of a FANG stock. Google, Amazon, those are the FANG stocks. They're mostly tech companies. A lot of speculation, but there are good companies there. And they're going down hard. The small companies are going to follow, which means more total losses in the stock market are going to come. I'm not saying there's not going to be any false rallies in there, but stock market is starting to dip quite a bit. And you might write this off as a correction, and that is a possibility, but a bear market in the stock market, a recession in the US economy is quite possible. Gustavo asks, hi, if Bitcoin goes down to 2K, where do you think XRP will go? Well, I think if Bitcoin does go down that low, and I'm not saying it will, but if it does, I actually think it will have a positive effect on XRP. And the reason why I'm saying that, Gustavo, is the other day when you saw all the cryptos down, XRP was barely down. It was down like under a couple percent. So there is a strange relationship there. So I think if Bitcoin goes down to 2K, XRP will be closing in on being a top coin. It already is a top coin, but it'll be closing in on some massive gains. So if Bitcoin goes down to 2K, I could see XRP going up to, I don't know, maybe 75 cents. It really depends. I'm not sure on the math. If Bitcoin goes down to 2K, would it in fact knock XRP up to number one coin? If that's the case, it might have even more of an amplified effect. All right, I have to go a little bit lower than that. But nonetheless, I think a 2K Bitcoin is strong for XRP. I think a $2,000 Bitcoin would see XRP rising quite a bit. So that is where I stand on that. Let me just get a drink of water. Wow, my if you're wondering why my mouth sounds so dry today, it's because, I don't know, I'm just having like seasonal allergies and I get dry mouth and my nose gets a little bit runny. So I do apologize for that, guys. But thank you for tuning into the stream thus far. So I went over crypto today. And if anyone has any questions, you could leave them in the chat. Went over some crypto. We have the stock market. Again, my prediction is there's more blood to come in the stock market because of the fact that all the losses are coming from major stock market leaders, and they're going to lead the market down. That means other companies are going to follow, and because they're smaller than the leaders, they're going to be hit much harder. So I'm expecting more blood in the stock market. Could there be some false rallies there? Yes. I'm not saying it's going to be no bear market is just straight down. There are bumps up. Even when you look at crypto, it's not like crypto has just fallen straight down. Falls down a bit, bumps up a little bit, falls down, and it keeps doing that until it finds a bottom, and then the bull market begins and we rise back up. So very similar to the stock market. We also have Telegram, which is a popular service. I'm on Telegram. I have a group there for Patreon supporters where I talk a bit. It's been a bit inactive, not gonna lie, but I still use Telegram quite a bit. They are 70% complete with their token sale. An investor update from September pegged completion of the Telegram Open Network, the social media giant's long anticipated cryptocurrency project, at 70%. Perhaps the most notable element of the report, which was leaked on LinkedIn, had not previously been publicly available, is that the virtual machine, similar in nature to Ethereum virtual machine, required to execute smart contracts on the TON, is all but ready to deploy. The news was first reported by The Block. Telegram, the Russian secure messaging service that sees global usage, including within the crypto community, raised $1.7 billion in its private ICO sale. So the point of me covering this article is because I don't want people to think ICOs are dead. ICOs are not dead. They're not going to die. They are changing. And you might say they're changing for the better. ICO market is really, really changing a lot. And I've seen this because I remember back in the day, ICOs were huge. Everyone and their mom wanted to get in on an ICO, but it's changed quite a bit. It's not dead though. People often confuse this and they're like, oh, ICOs are dead. No, they're not dead. They are changing, they are declining, but there are still good ICOs out there, and there are still legitimate projects out there. Likewise, there's still scams out there as well. You have to be careful. I actually have a book on how to invest in ICOs. If you want to grab it, it is in the description. But ICOs, they're not going anywhere. They're going to probably continue, like the amount they raise is going to continue to decline, but it's going to, just like crypto, it's going to reach a point where it doesn't decline anymore and it kind of hits that bottom. My problem with ICOs early on was a lot of them were raising too much money, where like if you're a startup company, you can't be valuing yourself at a ton of money. I mean, Telegram can because they're not a startup, they're a big company. But a lot of the other ICOs out there, they were just overvalued is the best way to put it. They were overvalued. And now I think we're approaching to where they are appropriately valued. You know, if an ICO raises a couple $1 million, I think that's fair. If an ICO raises a couple $1 trillion, to me, that's not fair, because not that it's not fair, you know, it's free market. They could raise whatever they want, but it means they're probably misleading people. So ICOs are not dead, guys. They are just declining and maturing as a overall market. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the stream today. And if anyone has any last questions, I'll let you guys ask it. But if not, I think I will get going. Third video today. Well, 2 videos and a live stream, but I've been putting out a lot of content lately. And the channel has been growing quite a bit lately. My subscriber count is going up. My views are going up. So I really do appreciate the support. Again, if you are interested in protecting your internet privacy, do consider getting IPVanish, and use the link, and it will help support the channel as well as help support you, because right now it is discounted. You could get it, I think it's 70% off. I mean, don't miss the sale, guys. Black Friday sale on your internet privacy. Protect it from hackers, corporations, and governments. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you next time. Have a great day.